Hey, physical science. All right, so starting at our home page, go to your shortcut for Monday, Tuesday. Please make sure you're clicking through the module, not going back here and searching the list. So here's our daily agenda. We don't have any announcements other than the Baby Yoda show was great. These are our learning objectives for the day. Make sure you read them. Materials and homework. So for class, you need to make sure that lab activity 2.5, got a typo, relationship between mass and weight is open. Also, where are you saving your notes? I'm finding that we set up the folders and people aren't using them or have deleted them or never actually made them. So I think we're having some confusion as to where your notes and your lab activities are being stored and how to save those files. So I think we're going to work on that to make sure everybody is staying organized so it's easy to find things. Make sure you're studying 10 to 15 minutes a day. Again, we keep adding material and the old material is not going away. So I need you to make sure you're reviewing your notes every day. We have a summative assessment coming up. It's going to be a Newton advertisement. So yes, you're going to be choosing a law of Newton's to make a commercial or some kind of ad. If you are in second, third, or fourth period, this will be due Monday, November 23rd. So you have 3 weeks to get this done. Plenty of time. Normally, we would do this within a week. Sixth and seventh periods, this will be due Tuesday, November 24th, because it's being introduced to you on Tuesday. And as always, you will decide how you would like to learn today when we get to the corrections and the notes portion. So you can stay with me. You can go to an open group, your quiet group, or you can fly solo. But remember, if you fly solo, ask for help. Please don't sit in your breakout room confused. Please ask for help. For our investigation 2.5 for the corrections, so here I have a video explaining all of the corrections, starting with the data table. So I did both where you can watch or you can scroll. Here's what our data table numbers look like. This is what your graph should look like. And again, I labeled where something should be. Definitely should have been a line graph. And then claim with some explanation. But I would prefer that you listen. It's only about 3 minutes. Click next. And then you are going to submit your corrections. Before you turn in and submit, did you save your corrections? So when you open your document, it's probably still labeled EFM investigation 2.5, mass versus weight. This time you want to save it as EFM investigation 2.5 corrections. So you want to add corrections in there so you know you have a different document and you still have your original and now you have the corrected version. Then go ahead and submit it. And as always, check your submissions. Make sure you've turned in the correct document. For our summative assessment, this is the Word document, so make sure you click on it, let it download, and open it up. This is a video explaining the project, aka the assessment. Please ask questions. Every time we meet, I will incorporate in our lesson a question and answer session for this project specifically. So if you have questions, it's a great time to ask. Listen to your peers because it might spark something or it might be the same question you have. You can always ask me questions when we're in breakout rooms. but I want to advise you that make sure you're doing your classwork. And if time remains during class, you are more than welcome to work on this. That's actually a great idea and a great use of your time. Oh, and we're going to also incorporate maybe part of a class where you can share what you're working on with your peers so they can give you some feedback. Please make sure you take a break. Then we have our notes. So here's the Word document. There's really not anything for you to add. So there's not a PowerPoint you're following to add. I've given you the notes. I've bolded some things. What I would like for you to do is read through it and highlight anything that either is going to help you decide which law you're going to use for your summative assessment, or something that's going to, that like, oh, that seems important. I probably should highlight that. So we're working on some note-taking skills. You're also then reading textbook pages 51 to 53, and I want you to take notes from that. So add to this Word document from the reading. Now you might say, how do I access the reading? Glad you asked. You can go to the home page. There is a button called Class Link, and you click on that, and that is how you access your textbook. Some of you checked out a physical textbook from the school, so obviously you can use that. And if you're having difficulties logging in through Carolina, through ClassLink, here's the PDF. So you click it and open it, and it will show up, and it will look like this. So those are the scanned pages. Once you're done with that, and this is explaining everything on this page, review this PowerPoint. So there is a PowerPoint. So normally for Newton's laws, the notes I gave you here in this Word document, I do hand out to my students. And then this are more interactive notes. We make this circular flippy, and we add everything that's in yellow here. So it's the law, it's a description, there's examples. This is in that PowerPoint, which you can then add to your Word document to help you keep the three laws easily separated and know what each one represents. And of course, I have a checklist for before you go. Make sure you have done everything, especially check your submission for your corrections. You make sure, please put an alert in your phone, write it down, however it is you organize when assignments are due, especially because this is a long-term assignment. It will show up here in the calendar. It will be in Family Access, Skyward, but you need to make sure you know to work on this because it's not going to be something you can get done in 5 minutes. And it is summative, so it's in the 60% category. Make sure you saved your new notes, and where did you save those? And then, as always, check in with me before you go. Have a great day.